Hello all you shining stars, welcome to my channel Shining Star Soup. In today's video I'm going to be doing another video in regards to things you may not know that your registry agent may not tell you. And in today's video I am featuring the terrible case of photo radar in Alberta. Now it is no secret if you live here, photo radar is terrible in Alberta. Alberta is the worst province in Canada for photo radar, meaning that chances are if you are coming from another province, if you're coming from another country, you will be nailed by photo radar. It's pretty much a given. Everybody has been nailed with photo radar. And the reason why is because I don't know if you've ever heard that you want to stay within 10 kilometers from the speed limit. Now in Canada we go by kilometers per hour. If you are more familiar with miles, the conversion, I don't know it off the top of my head, but I do know this one. Now get it out of your head that you can be within 10 kilometers of the speed limit. Like you cannot go over 10 kilometers. The rule in Alberta before you get a ticket is 5 kilometers an hour. You have to be within 5 kilometers of the speed limit. Not counting of you going too slow, because when you go too slow, you're not going to get a ticket. I don't know why, because that's just as dangerous. Being the slow person, especially in the passing lane, is just even worse than sometimes those people that are going past you at 120 kilometers an hour on a 100-kilometer highway. With that being said, tickets start at 6 kilometers, not 10, 6. If you are caught doing 6 kilometers, which is, I believe, 4 miles an hour for you Americans, over the speed limit, you will get nailed with a photo radar ticket, and they start from $100 and up. So just keep that in mind when you are driving in Alberta. You want to stay within 5. Keep yourself no more, no faster than 5 kilometers an hour above the speed limit, people. Trust me on this. Alright, and another thing is, stop sign tickets. They can happen anywhere. They can happen on your back roads. They can happen in your parking lots. They can happen in an industrial area where you are not expecting to get a stop sign ticket. The rule of thumb is, you stop at the stop sign and you count to 5. Save yourself, are you ready for this? $388 is what a stop sign ticket is. Stop sign, stoplight, $388 in Alberta. That is, that's a nice chunk of change. That is, holy shit, I am waiting. Once you get one, hopefully you learn, because I sure did. I might annoy the person behind me that wants to make sure that they beat the train or wants to make sure that they can get across the highway in time. I don't care. I am saving myself $400 because I got one of those tickets. And this was about 4 years ago. It was in an industrial area, and the truck parked at the vet clinic. And I was turning right. I stopped for 3 seconds instead of 5. I was coming home from an appointment at a salon, and I got $388 ticket in the mail in a place that I did not think would have photo radar. Oh, it sure did. The most common places for photo radar trucks and vans to park, they will have a camera in the back of the vehicle pointing towards whatever direction, you know. The most common place, they hide. They always hide. They hide behind signs. They hide behind trees. They park on the bridge of the overpass above the highway, and they nail people on the highway. So if you're driving by, you're not paying attention, you're passing that overpass, you're getting a ticket if you're going over the speed limit, obviously. So you always want to just be alert. Be alert. Just look and see if you see a truck parked on the overpass. That's a photo radar. Another thing I got a cat meowing in the background. I don't know why. Another thing that I've noticed is that they will always park in the ditch. They will park behind a sign. So you're going down a highway, right? And you pass the 60-kilometer-an-hour sign, and you are seeing on your right-hand side 80 kilometers. Well, our natural instinct as drivers is to speed up, start speeding up. Well, the thing is, you have a photo radar truck parked between the 60 and the 80 kilometers. So they want to nail you starting to speed up. That's where they want to nail you. And you're going 66 kilometers an hour saying, oh, I'm not doing 70. Guess what? You're still getting a $100 ticket. So all the time, 65 kilometers. I don't care if you go down to 55 kilometers like most of us do. When you live somewhere, you start to get to know where the photo radar spots are. And they do change. And they are required to announce in some kind of media form where they're going to be parked. Well, that media form where I live is in the paper that comes once a week. And sometimes you don't even get it. So keep that in mind. Stay within 5 kilometers. Always. Just do yourself a favor. Fully stop at the stop sign. I don't care if you're on a back road. I don't care if you're in a parking lot. Fully stop, count to 5. Save yourself $400, please. Especially during this time of year. Alright, speaking of those tickets, this is from the registry agent. Ex-registry agent. I don't obviously work in registries anymore, and I would never go back. You're going to have to pay those tickets eventually. Yeah, you are. Rather you miss your little court date, rather you think you can just keep on stalling, you're going to have to pay those eventually. When you renew your license, which you can't keep selling vehicles or selling plates or whatever, you're eventually going to have to renew your license. Or else you're getting a ticket for that too. When you renew your license, change your address. When you get a new vehicle, anything motor vehicle related, you are going to have to pay your tickets first. Because guess what? The system is blocked. Meaning that if a ticket pops up as the registry agent's helping you, they will not be able to go further until you pay that ticket off. So eventually you're going to have to pay that ticket. You're going to have to bite the big one and just pay it. With that said, those pretty little pictures that you get in the mail, the photo radar pictures that you can go to your court date. The thing is, they set the court date so far ahead in the future that you either forget the court date or you half the time, maybe 90% of the time, you forget the court date, or you just throw out the form and say, hey, well, whatever. That's a problem for future me. Oh, it's going to be a problem for future you. But the thing is, if you miss that court date, don't worry, you're not going to be hauled out to jail. You're not going to have a warrant for your arrest over a friggin' traffic ticket. Because the thing is, what it boils down to is with photo radar is that they cannot prove that you are the one that was driving. Right? That's the one thing. So they give you that time in advance to hopefully, the easiest way to deal with it is just to bite it and go pay it. Go pay it right away, get it out of your hair, and unless you really want to try to fight it, but 9 times out of 10 when you fight it, you're not going to get that, unless you can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that you were not the one in the vehicle, I believe. Don't quote me on this because I've never actually gone to fight a ticket. I just bit the bullet and went and paid it. You might not get that. They might take a portion off. Like, okay, we'll take 10% off. Guess what? You're still having to pay that $300 of the $388 ticket. It only goes up from there. It only goes up. And what was the other thing? Another rule when you're coming to Alberta is sometimes on the intersections. All right, you really have to look at the light intersections because you will have a sign that's a white arrow, red arrow with a like a little, circle slash, don't turn right. We have those intersections in Alberta, and definitely in the city where I'm in, where everybody, the general rule you know, the rule of thumb is that you can turn right on, you can on a red light. That's the word I was looking for. You can turn right. Not when that light that has the little no right turn, not then. Because if you do, and that light is on saying don't turn right, you are getting a $388 photo radar ticket from Alberta. Welcome to Alberta, people. Welcome to driving. Welcome to your fresh Alberta license. Oh, yes. Alright, and yeah, so that pretty much sums up this video. The terrible case of photo radar in Alberta. It is everywhere. You most likely will get nailed. Your easiest way to deal with it is just to go and pay it right away, and stay waiting 5-second rule on any stop sign. Any friggin' stop sign, even on the back roads. I know I've repeated myself, but trust me on this. $400 is a lot of money. I don't care how much money you're making, or if you're poor like me. That's a lot of money. Alright, all you shining stars. Now this one wasn't as long as my registration video. If you haven't seen that, for my tips for registering a vehicle in Alberta, go watch that. It's filled with very helpful information. Alright, all you shining stars, I hope you have a shining star day. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I truly appreciate it. Bye.